Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ashley and Laura Lyra's Healing Journey. Yeah,
Yay! Hello! How do you do?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, just marvelous. The time change just is wonderful.
I was working very early hours for my job, so the time change really didn't affect me too much because I was already used to being up so early that it
Yeah.
was actually sleeping in for me today, so it felt good.
Yeah, I allowed myself to sleep with just a little extra, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh no, I have to get up. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that. Anyway, we are excited to talk about
Mhm.
our root chakra today.
Yep,
uh, for our series. And
yep.
you did a beautiful meditation last time, by
Thank
the way.
you.
I really, really enjoyed that.
Thank
And
you.
so I am going to be recording the elevator chakra
Oh, perfect.
meditation this week. So I'll probably release that on
Perfect.
Wednesday-ish. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, around
Yeah, whatever.
there.
Time is
Yeah,
illusion.
it sure is. It sure, yeah, well, yeah, kind of. No, it is. It is. But I think we kind of touched on it last time about how
Mm,
it is the color red. It
yep.
is at the base of our spine and
Hmm.
the tailbone area,
Yep.
lower, around there. And it's the I am chakra. I am healing. I am worthy. I am grounded.
Hmm.
I am secure. I am that I am. Right?
Yep.
So those words I am are so powerful, and
Very
it helps
powerful.
keeps you balanced and grounded and standing tall and ready to
Hmm.
take on the world,
Secure.
right?
Yep. Yep. I was gonna add just some energetic associations that I know kind of revolve around the root is safety, survival,
Yeah.
sometimes money issues. That's kind of like the foundation of the American dream,
Yes.
that type of thing. But also food issues, can kind of lie here as far as like food sensitivities and stuff, which I thought was interesting.
Hmm.
And I know that during our Reiki certification, blah, 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 Reiki Reiki certification class, you and Lisa had provided like smoothie recipes and different foods and stuff like that that
Yeah.
related to each of them. And so for the root, some root vegetables that you can eat or use in smoothies or whatever. Carrots, potatoes, turnips, radishes, onions, garlic. But then you can also associate, using the color red for those fruits and vegetables. So beets, tomatoes, cherries, watermelon, bell peppers, red cabbage, red onions, and things like that to use in your cooking.
Strawberries and cherries. Oh my, yes.
So good. One of
Yeah.
Zach's coworkers actually made homemade chocolate covered strawberries the other day, and she gave me some, and I was like, oh, these
Oh,
are so good. It was
we're
so
in
sweet.
heaven.
I was.
Yes. Yes, that's my
I sure was.
favorite.
So
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Chocolate is very grounding, and then of
Yes.
course
Dark chocolate.
strawberries. It was
Yes.
dark chocolate too. It was so
Yes.
good. Oh, so so good.
Yeah, dark chocolate is actually my go-to after my readings and my healing sessions and
Mm.
stuff. When I can't get outside, I'll just pop in a little dark chocolate and I'll do the hand thing where
Hand
I
mudra.
go the mudra. Thank you. Yeah, and it's just kind of like instant. Whoosh, it down. You're grounded. You're good. You know what
Mm.
I mean? You feel balanced.
I
That's
like
the word I'm
that.
looking for. And um, especially in our cold winters, and you can't
Oh,
really
definitely. Go
go
outside.
outside. Yeah, so it's just, and that's really, it's powerful. It really is powerful. And the key word is believing that this is grounding you,
Yes. Yep.
and just that simple action, like right now, it's like, oh, Just feels
Mm.
so good.
I was gonna say some of my good feeling stuff is so you were talking about not being able to go outside with it being winter. My background says otherwise. This was
Yeah.
taken in the summer, but like you could go to the Dollar Tree and get like
Yes.
these cute little planter flowers. And so like here in Colorado, it's winter. Obviously, I don't have a garden. I live in a van and I don't really have a yard unless I'm at the dog park. So I even have things like a picture of flowers, hung up in
Uh,
my area so that I can like visually picture that I'm in the field of flowers and things like that. So like even if
yeah.
you don't have the resources to get outside, just visually like thinking of that. But I also have my favorite thing too is sage. I will sage everybody and everything. I've
Yes.
got spray and then I've got the actual like burning sage and stuff like that. So like that
Yeah.
is my favorite way to ground if I'm not able to go outside is using my sense of scent. I like to burn whether it is the sage or incense. I've got incense sticks and things like that that are specific for grounding and things like that.
Yeah.
So, ooh,
Oh, I know when I first started this, I'm so literal sometimes, they say put your feet in the grass and
mm-hmm.
hug a tree. Seriously, hug a tree. That hugging a tree is amazing. The vibration from these trees are,
Yes.
oh, it's just like so it washes over you so nice and cleanly and it's just
Mm-hmm.
very nice, right? But I'm like, well, it's raining outside. I don't want to get wet. It's cold. I don't want to stand in the mud. It's yucky.
Mm-hmm.
So what I literally took a bin and I filled it with dirt. And I would
Perfect.
watch TV and put my feet in the dirt. Literally
That's
put my feet in the
nice.
dirt. And it
Okay.
was just, it worked. I don't know. My clients all thought I was nuts, but a few of them did it and they were like, hey, well, it worked.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
mean, that
know?
is the most powerful thing to do is actually to put your feet in the dirt or in the
Yes.
grass or, just bonding with the earth. We are such, we're made out of 70% water. So that like
Yes.
should be a huge indication that like nature is all within us and that we connect very well with that. So I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. And I know some people have bought those grounding mats or those grounding sheets off of
Oh, I've heard
Amazon.
good things about them. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I need to get a few for myself, but I know one of our mutual friends has
Mhm.
bought something like that, and she wakes up, oh, everything's great, and it's like I
I've
need to
looked
do
in
that.
I was gonna say I've looked into buying earthing shoes. So they
Oh,
have the little copper piece or whatever that connects you to the earth. So, like, obviously, we live in a society where it is not socially normal to not wear shoes, and that's how we as humans, like, were designed, was to ground and be a part of the earth and whatever. And so these shoes are specifically made with this copper piece on the bottom, and so it conducts
yeah,
you to the earth and it grounds you to the earth's energy. And they have like a bunch of scientific studies and things like that that show you the difference between like rubbered sole shoes. I felt like that was a tongue twister. And then wearing these earthing shoes and just like how your energy totally changes just like
yes,
from a scientific standpoint with this scientific machine of figuring out your voltage and stuff like that. So like I've looked into those and I've heard really great things about this one company um Earth
is it?
Runners, I
Oh,
think is what it's called. And
yeah,
then the other one is Earth Harmony, I think. So I've looked into both companies. They are a pretty penny, but it is worth it from everyone else that I've talked to that do have these shoes.
yes.
And
Life
really,
goals.
I was gonna say, and really, like, truthfully, if you look at it, like anything that is good for us humans, of course, it's gonna cost a pretty penny because it's good for you, and that's just the way
Yeah,
things kind of work right now.
yeah, yep,
But
yep. And
it
I
is really
know,
good.
yeah, I know, and the weather's starting to get nice. Like it's sunny out
Oh
yes
yeah.
today. It's still a little chilly, but I don't wear shoes usually
I don't
from
either.
like spring all the way to like late fall or something. It's always constantly outside, even when I'm gardening or I'm out playing with the dogs or whatever. No shoes. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
if
the
that's
same way.
safe, but
I'm doing
keep
it.
the
I'm
sharp
with the earth.
objects away from the toes. But yeah, so I know there's other ways to ground. I know you are big on yoga.
Yep, I was just gonna say, movement is a very good way to ground yourself. Some yoga poses. I was saying before we started recording this episode, I was thinking about showing how to like do all these yoga poses with each of these, but it would just be too hard for my setup. So I'm just gonna tell you what the yoga poses are. I'll try to see if my phone will let me show you it if I can pull it up. But as you could see with the flower pot, obviously it was not letting me show you as greatly as I would like
I
to,
think if
but
you're right in front of
front
you,
of it, as long as
yeah,
I'm
right?
like blocking like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, the first one is like a low squat, a low squat. Very obviously ungrounded here myself. So let's just,
I am
I
worthy to
am,
speak.
I am worthy to speak. I am grounded in this
Good.
moment. So some yoga poses, garland pose, it's like a low squat. So let's see. Like,
Oh
there
yeah.
we go.
There you
So
go.
it's grounding to the earth. You're very close to your root. The base of your spine is very close to the ground. So very grounding. I actually like if I'm playing with if I'm playing with Summit, our dog, I'm usually in this position
Are
just
you?
just
Okay.
naturally. I just that position. I was a catcher for softball for so many years, so like I was always in
Oh.
this position, but like it just feels so good. I have such tight hips, and if you believe in all of this stuff and you truly like think that emotions and suppressed things are harbored in your hips. Once you start moving your hips and you start releasing that tension and all of that buildup, you're going to release a whole bunch of stuff. And that is going to
Yeah.
make you feel more grounded and secure in who you are as a person. So, this is one of my favorite yoga poses, honestly. You can catch me in this position all the time. It feels
Do
really good.
do you recommend a similar pose for those of us whose knees don't bend like that?
Yes. So you could do, so another one would be like an easy pose. So if it's in your practice, sitting, kind of sitting, I don't know. Can you see that?
Okay.
Cross-legged,
Yeah.
kind of, eh,
There
kind
you go.
of, kind of. So cross-legged, if you can't get down and sit down like that, you can sit on top of pillows. You could sit in a chair and just have your ankles crossed. So your knees don't have to be physically crossed. So you don't have to go down in that type of position. As far as the squatting position, you can kind of just go into like a regular squat and just go down as far as you can. Just know that you're not going to hold it as much as somebody that might be able to go down that far.
Yeah.
Modification and like listening to your body is going to be the biggest thing with any sort of like yoga or movement practice. Like, and again, being grounded is being in the present moment. So, like, listening to your body. I was always very big into like, I love yoga because I like being bendy and like cute and like doing all these cool poses. And now that I'm older, and I'm not old by any means, but now that I'm not in that cute bendy, like yoga is so cool because I can put my, leg behind my head. Uh,
Yeah.
Yoga definitely is more of a grounding practice for me. I use it for me to get into my body. I tend to be out into space and like in my head. So doing these poses like something like tree pose. Oh, yeah. Tree pose, kind of. So you're
Oh
standing on
yeah.
one leg. In this one, she's got her like foot in the fold of your inner thigh, like where your genitals kind of meet your leg. If
Yeah.
that position isn't, available to you, you can put it below the knee. If that isn't available to you, you can kind of put the foot at the bottom of the ankle. Or
Yeah.
could just stand in something called mountain pose, and that's you just standing, on your 2 feet with your hands stretched all the way down, and you're just standing super tall in that stance.
The bend your neck back, right? A little bit. Is
You
that
know,
how
I
that goes?
mean, just to kind of keep your spine straight, but I wouldn't say it's like a back bend or like stretching back in any sort. You can
Yeah.
if it feels good to you. That's the beautiful thing of yoga and like movement practices is if it feels good to you, do it. If it
Well,
doesn't,
that's
don't.
kind of what I've been doing in the morning to get myself grounded, which I should have done today, but it didn't work out. I was standing with my 2 feet on the ground and I had my hand, out like down,
Hmm.
open like that.
Yeah.
And I kind of stretched back and for some reason it opened
Oh,
my
definitely.
hips, my
Yeah.
solar
Yep.
plexus, and my heart, just like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
that whoosh feeling for me,
Hmm.
but I like those poses too. Um, after being so sick for so long, I'm starting to move again,
Hmm.
but I feel so stiff lately. So it's like, let's ease into it, But
Yes.
don't do anything like you said. Listen to your body, listen
Yes.
to what feels good for you, and then you can kind of work your way into those poses if you are stiff like the old lady I am.
I feel that though. I feel that though too. And like I said, I'm not old by any means, but when you don't take care of yourself and you get out of the
Yeah,
rhythm of things, like I
yeah.
was able to do a headstand and a handstand, like no issue yoga wise a couple years ago. And I fell out of practicing that and now I can't do it for the life of me. I'm like, "Eh,"
Right?
but
But you can
that
ease back
happens.
into it,
Yep. Yep.
I feel like,
Oh, definitely.
I know a 70-year-old lady who is just as flexible and
Hmm.
limber as I was like, whoa,
Hmm.
and it's from doing yoga and all that stuff. So I have goals, man. We're gonna do this.
Yep.
But
Uh-huh. I
yeah,
feel that too.
being grounded is so it gives you the strong foundation
Hmm.
to for all the other chakra to be in alignment for you. If you
Hmm.
have a strong foundation of that security and being feeling safe and working through like financial stuff, I know that's the big
Hmm.
one for a lot of people, and knowing that your foundation of your house is strong, then
Hmm.
the rest of the chakras sort of fall in line with that
Yeah, I would
usually.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I know there was something else we were going to talk about the affirmations. The words I am is confident.
Hmm.
I am, and you know that this is security. I am what I am. That is, I think it's the most powerful affirmation out there because it kind of covers it all. Do you agree
Hmm.
with that?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah. And when you
Yeah,
stand in the I am presence, the I am statement, you're putting it out there. I am fill in the blank. I am secure. I am
yeah,
safe. I am financially abundant. You're claiming that. So
yeah,
you're putting that vibration, that energy, that frequency, you're
yes,
attracting it to you, you're aligning into it, and you're feeling confident, you're believing in it, and that way it comes to you faster.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's all about the beliefs. We were just
Yep.
talking about that about other stuff, but it's
Yep.
the
Yep.
belief. It's the belief.
Yep.
And the universe wants you to be abundant
Mm-hmm.
in whatever way it comes to you. You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
there's a couple of people who are not as healthy as they would like to be.
Yep.
So when you say I am in good health, the universe wants to bring that to you.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? It's like it's making that vibration balance with the universe
Mm-hmm.
energy, the universal energy. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say.
Yeah. I
Do you
mean,
have
it's
anything else?
pretty, yeah, no, straightforward. these obviously are going to be a little bit shorter than our usual, episodes and stuff like that, but feel free to
Yeah.
reach out to us if you have questions, if you want us to dive into a topic or something that we said in a little bit more depth, or if you just want to have a conversation with us, please reach out. We are more than happy to talk to you. We just kind of wanted to share little tidbits, I think, of each of these energy centers, how you can work with them, how you can incorporate them, just as little stepping stones. So if it's something that you resonate with, great. If not, let us know, I guess.
Let us know. Yeah. You know what? There is one thing I forgot
Yeah,
to say.
yeah.
You know, when I was doing that the mudra
The
thing,
mudra, yeah.
if you're trying mudra and you're
Okay, let's
trying to
write it
get
up.
yourself into alignment and you can't get outside or whatever, there's a vibration of your voice when you say
Oh,
lam 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 lam, that opens up the root chakra as well.
ah.
But you do it in your voice. You can do it low, you can do it high, whatever
Hmm.
resonates with you
Yeah,
is gonna go down to your root chakra.
I
Okay.
love
Now
that. Yeah,
all
you
that
have sign
Ashley said
therapy.
before, all that Ashley said before still applies. And
Sure
I
does.
really, really am grateful for all of you
Me too.
beautiful listeners.
Hmm,
But
hmm.
please, please let us know, give us feedback, give us
Yeah, we love to hear it
anything.
all.
Yeah, we love it. So have
Yeah,
a great day and thank you.
yeah. Everyone have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.